What's good, everyone? WCS back at it again. Hey, I want to be nosy because I heard BLK Prime is signing somebody. I know I've been heavy on this. I've been heavy on this shit. What they gonna do? I want to see because I've been speaking heavy on this shit. Kudos to whatever boxer is coming on the scene. Kudos. Let's go. Kudos. I'm curious to see who it's gonna be. Shock me, shawty. I'm waiting right now to see who's this infamous superstar that's signing to BLK Prime. I need some spike in my Tuesday. Hey, if it is, kudos. I want to see the champ. Let's go. Let's see the interview. I want to hear what the champ got to say. If it's him, let's go. Help me help you. I hope, looking at the setup and everything, it would have been good to get the wrinkles out and everything, make it a little bit more professional. If it's who people assuming it is, I don't know who it is. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I want to see, man. Give me something else to talk about. I want to talk about it. Who y'all think it is in the chat? Joe Frazier? I'm curious, man. Talk to me. I hope we don't be on here for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Let go. Look, this should clear up a whole lot. This should clear up a whole lot. Let's go. Let's change levels on this YTC. Let's see who the big announcement is. Let's hear what they have to say. Look, if it is Crawford, he's supposed to fight on BLK Prime. So I would expect him to be a part of something like this. We'll see. They couldn't get a high back chair. You better ask the right questions, man. Okay, James. Okay. James say Tank Davis. That's a little bit far-fetched for me, but I need to hear some more names, man. George Foreman. Is it Frank Martin? I mean, who's signing on, man? I'm curious. What I tell y'all the other day, I said they have to start a press tour, right? I've been speaking on this and speaking on it and speaking on it. They have to start a press tour. If this is a press tour, and it's a big name, kudos. But make sure you ask the right questions so WCS can shut up. I'm waiting just like everybody else. Those people over there jumping up and down, I want to see who walks into the building. I'm not making no assumptions. But if it's one of the fighters that's supposed to be fighting December, they got to do a press tour. What did I say? What did I say? I said Blue should be the Brian Custard of this entire thing since he's connected and all that, and he's on the YTC. So it's up to him to do the interview. What's going on, Flex Lewis? Toby Barnett back in the building. Let's go. Hey, Mark J say TC. Terence Crawford. If it is a champ, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the champ coming on deck and telling us the whole scoop. Yes, sirree. I'm up here chomping on some brunch. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Look, this is nothing different than any other promotion. They supposed to start a press tour to build up the fight in December. Whoever it is, it has to be done. And like I said, if it's indeed one of the fighters who's fighting on the main event, it's supposed to happen. Ask the right questions so you can serenade your supporters. And so like people can like me can listen, tune in. And if you answer some of the questions I've asked over the past several days, kudos. I need to hear it, and I definitely need to see it. I'm waiting to see who BLK Prime is signing. Because I thought I could have sworn the fighter signed 30 to 45 minutes after the announcement. Seriously. Breaking news: live right massive superstar signs with BLK Prime. I mean, I thought they signed already. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was signed already. Now we going back to the PBC shit. I thought they were signed 30 to 45 minutes after the announcement, man. Oh, my God, man. Where do we start? I thought they were signed already. I know y'all can hear me. There's a reason why y'all can hear me. I usually don't eat into the mic. I'm doing this for a reason. I'm just about done. Look, I'm trying to figure this shit out, dog. Because you don't never hear me eating in the mic. It's unprofessional. But I'm curious. I thought they signed already, bro. The paper at the black looks crinkled as hell. Could at least nice curtain or something. See, Toby? See? Here we go. Another human being proving that their intelligence is higher than the average. See, I don't want to come off of them as I'm hating, dog. I don't want to come, oh, man, let me critique this, let me critique that. Hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is, homie. Whoever it is, man, salute. I hope it's who I think. I hope it's who I think. And hopefully this elevates. Hopefully this advances. Changed levels. Because I know I'm the one that's been speaking about it heavy. So it's good. That person is out there. But, you know, the backdrop, you know, it should have been unfolded a long time ago. Somebody should have came in with a blow dryer and turn it on and get those wrinkles out of it so it can be nice and smooth. We're talking about a champion, supposedly superstar. I'm just the little intricate details of a person on this level is important. You represent a brand. You represent a brand. Hey, I'm just saying. It looks a little bit unprepared. And then the chair, I'm not gonna give all the preamble. I'm not gonna do all the preliminary stuff. Be negative. No, if it's who I think it is, who it's supposed to be, kudos, man. I'm looking forward to hearing what they got to say, and we'll take it from there. I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping. Step your game up, shawty. Step your game up. Real talk. Step your game up. First of all, I wouldn't have went live just so people can wait around for ever and a day. Talking about the anticipation. No, it's no anticipation. This is already out there because WCS has been talking about it. It ain't no anticipation, bro. We should be already. You should go live when the person walk on deck to make sure it ain't nothing that's caught on camera that don't supposed to be on camera. You talk to the fighter before time, let them know what's going on. If they're not there, at least they have a brief on what's going to be asked, what's going to be spoken on. You represent BLK Prime, intro into boxing. That should be a format. You know what I'm saying? To be as professional as possible. That's just me. Been there, done that. That's just me. Okay, let me educate y'all on something. I used to, have a backdrop like this. All right, I'm gonna educate y'all on something, right? The backdrop, okay, it's about $100 backdrop right there. A lot of promotions use it. All right, it's called a step and repeat. Once again, WCS is dropping some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's called a step and repeat. You can go to any store, any print shop that handles this. They will put it on a vinyl backing. They'll put your brand on there. It's according to what size you want it. But this is called a step and repeat. The one part about a step and repeat, which is the backdrop, you have to make sure you unfold it in an amount of time, and there's ways to get those wrinkles out. You know what I'm saying? The wrinkles show up very, very well, especially if you got a pretty good definition camera. You know what I'm saying? You can get a blow dryer. You could have put some type of heat to this to get the wrinkles out, especially that line is going across. You know what I'm saying? That's important. And then one side look more wrinkled than the other. It look like it's inflamed. But I'm just saying, if you're going to do it big, some people's standards ain't that high. Real talk. Some people don't have high standards when it comes to making these boxes look the best possible. The best possible, bro. You don't want it to look like it's in a hotel corner or room. You want it to look presentable, man. You want it to look as the highest level of presentation, period. You don't want a chair from Walmart. You know what I'm saying? You want something that's going to stand out to represent the brand. The brand is going to pay 10 million, eight figures or whatever. Let me see. Maybe it's Tank Davis not happy with TMT. That would be incredible if it's Tank Davis. Shout out to Q to God, man. Hey, do that, brother. Have I told anybody not to support him? So you telling me that? I don't know what to tell you. You continue to type for nothing. Support who you want to support. As long as you don't come over here to the chat trying to spread some trolling ass rhetoric, agitprop type shit, you can say what you want. You can support them. I never told nobody not to support them. Just don't expect a guy like me to sit up and watch people tell stories that isn't true. It's not all the way 100% true. That's not even 50% true. All right, that's all I'm saying. If you're gonna come at somebody like me and be disrespectful and let your ego get in the way, well, guess what? You should have been in his chat saying, well, I felt that WCS was valid in the way he feel about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. You just can't come over here and say, oh, I'm supporting. I never told nobody not to support him. Never. I didn't do a Charlo. Did you jump in Charlo's chat and say, hey, Charlo, I support him 100%? No, you didn't. He the one told people to unsubscribe. $581, what's good? Y'all super pissed bud getting money. I'm ready to see who it is. I'm happy to see who it is, for real. I'm not hating on a motherfucking thing, dog. I'm not hating. Look, I told you, he's supposed to be the Brian Custer of this BLK shit if he's indeed attached to him, period. What am I getting mad if he's somewhere and he's bringing on a fight and he's about to interview him? That's what he's supposed to do, y'all. When I talk my shit, it's not on no hateful personal shit. J-Dub on deck, what's good? Reggie Owens on deck, salute. He's not getting money. He's hoping for America for BLK Prime selling the fight. I don't even care about the pockets, bro. If a brother can make $1, he can make $1. You never hear me talk about the money unless a person's trying to insinuate he's actually making more money than we believe. If he's lying on the money, then I have the right to talk about it because this is how I feel. That's not the case. If he's lying about the situation and how it went down, then guess what? If it's Crawford that's coming on here, then we'll be able to get some questions answered. If Crawford said, hey, what I already mentioned in the live, if Crawford comes on here and big up and let the people know this, and this, he fucking with that don't change the way I feel about Crawford. He's a fighter. If he's with the organization BLK Prime, him being blue blood, right? Then guess what? He's supposed to be in this position. I said it already. If I'm talking to you all about it, I'm definitely going to be there. I'm definitely going to be there. Real talk. I'm not going to, spew no hate. Oh my God, it's true. What's true? What's true? We already know he signed with BLK. We already know that. My previous lies was the process for which it happened. That's all. That's what I had an issue with. Lying for clout. That's what I had an issue for. I don't have an issue with this. This is what he's supposed to do. If he's the only YouTube face and representative for BLK Prime, he's supposed to be out here. He's supposed to be right there, going through the motions, introducing this fighter to the world, and goddamn asking the questions that we all want to know. We all want to know. This should be interesting. Seriously. He's not getting money. He's hoping for a miracle. ATL to the world. Shout out, Max. What's good? If you're in the building, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. I'm waiting just like you. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I wouldn't go live until the person's actually there, so we can talk. So we can talk. So I can give a brief. So I can see what they want to talk about, what they're good with us talking about, everything. I'm not doing an impromptu with nobody. Hey man, talk your shit. Hey, talk your shit. Hey man. Hey, ain't mad, talk your shit. Take whatever shots you want to take. You supposed to be there. You say you're attached to him, you're supposed to be there. This is nothing new. You're supposed to be there. It doesn't prove anything to me. If you say you was with him, you was with him. I still have my questions as to how all the process worked, but that's not even the topic right now. I want to focus on what's about to go down, who it is, and what questions are going to be answered, okay? So the only way we can get the questions answered is it has to be presented to whoever it is. Let them speak on it. Speak good about it. I'm waiting. Hey man, get the likes up. I might as well just repeat. Get the likes up, please, please. I say please. Just hit the likes, because I'm waiting just like you in the shadows. And I'm looking forward to whoever it is to move forward with this. That's all. That's all. I'm waiting just like y'all. Hallowed be their name. Adrien Broner is the fighter. Adrien Broner. So Adrien Broner is the fighter. Adrien Broner. I'm looking at it on IG. You know, I gotta check other sources. So Adrien Broner, let me see what he's talking about.
Over boxing, and so I just want to give thanks to the higher up. So, and I want to also give a very special shout out to my man Desmond. I call him Uncle Des. You know, CEO of BLK.
See, I'm ahead of I'm ahead if I'm.
I just want to thank him for believing in me.
I'm a little far behind, but I want to make sure I catch him coming in.
You know, I think with myself, with my About Billions brand and BLK Prime, I think we're gonna take over boxing, and we're gonna reach heights that's never
Shout out to Adrien Broner. I like AB.
It's all gonna start with my stablemate from Nebraska. Now my stablemate, we on the same team. Terence Crawford, my boy, he fight December 10th. And I will be in attendance, fresh, fly, and flashy once again. Yeah, you know, we ain't got $13 no more. And, you know, I told my man Desmond that he's coming into boxing in a unique time, not only for the fans, but for myself as well. And I feel like he coming at a time when, almost like when Suge Knight went to go get Tupac out of jail for that $1.4 million, and then Tupac took his company to a whole nother level. I'm gonna do the same thing with BLK. You know, I mean, because at the end of the day, you know, Terence Crawford is like Snoop. He already got Snoop, and you know I'm like Tupac. So, you know,
listen to Reggie Owens.
You know, all eyes gonna be on me. So, hey, with that being said, man, welcome to Death Row. You ain't got to worry about the promoters and the managers all in your video when you're walking out the dressing room. You're stepping on shoes. You ain't got to worry about that no more. Ain't no middleman. It's just me and my homeboy Dez, man. And with About Billions and BLK Prime, we taking over the world. So, y'all just get ready, man. It's just getting started, man. Love y'all.
Y'all already know what it is, man.
No interview? What? What y'all think? Trap media on deck. What's good? Let's pass on deck. Pop on deck. Big blunts and boxing on deck. How y'all feel about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have questions. Is there anybody else? Is there anybody else? Okay, let me talk about this. Okay, let me give you my assessment. It's not going to be a lengthy assessment. I'm gonna be patient with talking to my audience about what my expectations was. Right? I had little expectations because I'm thinking way ahead of who it could have been. I thought it would be somebody, but I say, no, they wouldn't be showing up to something like, no, they wouldn't. So no expectations, no disappointment. But once again, I stick to the code of deception. Like, if you're going to bring a surprise out, okay, cool, this is a surprise. I don't have nothing bad to say about AB. I'm glad he's able to get in on BLK Prime. And you know, when you come into the boxing game and you're trying to get your feet wet and really establish your presence, man, it's a motherfucking protocol you got to go to. You just can't come here and stomp with the big dogs. I told you, you got to check the inventory before opening the gate. It's some Tibetan Mastiffs back there, some cane courses. You know what I'm saying? Some Sasquatch, Yetis, motherfucker. You got some Saint Bernards back there, bro. You just can't come stomping in here. So for AB, you know, I mean, like I said, man, people have their own way of doing something. It is what it is, man. I'm curious to know who AB fight now. Salute and congrats to Adrien Broner. I really don't have nothing bad to say about Adrien Broner. I just want to see who his opponent is, and has he pretty much changed up his, I don't know, his mentality when it comes to putting out as far as his volume, his activity. Salute to AB, man. You know, for Blue, I'll put it to you like this. Like I say, do what you got to do. If you're attached to these people, when they on top of the waves, be there for when they crash into one. You know what I'm saying? You know, I hope the brother is able to continue and the BLK is able to grow, because there's a lot of money that they putting out there. AB ain't cheap. Crawford ain't cheap. From what we hear, Avanesian ain't cheap. So y'all tell me, did they announce whose AB opponent is? Because I just heard him talking about death row shit and everything else. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was no questions, no interviews. Shit. I mean, why not an interview, bro? You represent BLK Prime. Why not an interview? This is what I'm saying, Blue. You got to interview these cats. You took a picture with him back in the day. He know who you are. You can't do an interview for the people? God damn, bro. I want to know something about where his mindset it is. You know, not the improv, man. We want to hear where Adrien Broner's mindset is signing the BLK Prime. Not just come over here, you know, just saying what you want to say and then walking off. You can't get an interview, man. We passed that, bro. We know the persona of Adrien Broner. We know who he is. You know, I beat that boy. Shut that soft ass shit up. That's soft ass shit. Shut that soft shit up. We know who he is, man. I'm the can man. I'll fight a Mexican, African, Canadian, Caucasian, a Blaxican. We know that. But dude, ask some questions, man. BLK Prime, if you listen to WCS, right? Could you have the single YouTube segue, media segue, interview the next fighter? Real talk. Just so I won't have any criticism to how this is expanding into the living rooms of the YTC, and people like myself, I'm gonna give my critique. I'm gonna give my pros and cons on it, whether people like it or not. But I'm just saying, like, you're trying to come into the scene, stomping with the big dogs. I get it, but don't allow your lower tier to diminish or tarnish what you're trying to be. You know what I'm saying? Just because you haven't put in too many fights on boxing and all this other shit, don't mean you have to have a wrinkle, step, and repeat. And the media outlet cannot ask questions to the fighter. They can't interview the fighter. Adrien Broner, since your last fight, how's everything going, man? I know you fell out of the fight with Omar Figueroa. I want to know. The people want to know. All these viewers that know that I'm linked up with BLK Prime. How have you been, brother? Real talk. Let's stop the bullshit, bro. I'm pretty sure the people that's around here, like these boxing fans that's in the chat, the boxing fans that's on YouTube, these are educated people. They know which channels to go to. They educated, bro. So they want to see something outside of what the usual is. That's including myself. So therefore, if we're going to be AB, we're curious to know if AB dropped out from the Omar Figueroa fight. We want to know how he's been since then. We hope he's doing better. You know what I'm saying? Could you tell us what your next opponent's going to be, AB? Jeez, bro. He just come in there and talk and then leave. It's fucking pissed me off, and I can't get that shit back in my life. But Dead Game, how did you like the interview? Did you find out anything about Adrien Broner related to boxing? It's good that he's signing, but it's really like, did you read Reggie Owens' freaking comment right when he sat down? Even he was disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting up here going in for nothing like, bro, let's get an interview, goddammit. There's a lot of names that you're saying that's attached to BLK Prime. Let's get an interview, big dog. Come on. You trying to stomp in the motherfucking yard, bro. I was told the other day I wasn't ready for the yard. I'm trying to find out, goddammit, is it Yorkie Terriers in that bitch? Or else I'm dealing with some cane courses. I'm dealing with some mountain lions. What am I dealing with in the yard, bro? We couldn't even find out anything about Adrien Broner, man, since he pulled out the fight with Omar Figueroa. We didn't find out what's been going on, where he's been training, if it's indeed Kevin Cunningham, what's up with that. And then, we seen a picture with him and Tank. Hey, we seen the picture with you and Tank Davis and Erickson Lubman. Speaking of Tank Davis, have y'all reunited? Have y'all rekindled? You know what I'm saying? Like the friendship that y'all had before? Because they have a history together. Now, I'm going to be honest now. If they would have brought Gervonta Tank Davis out that motherfucker, I would have raised both brows, goddammit. I would have said, oh, shit. Gervonta said he wouldn't sign with nobody. Now, he was right. He ain't signed with them no more. But if he would have came over here and been the one that was signed at BLK, and they just starting off, I know they coming out the pocket. I know they coming out the pocket. Real talk. Real talk. Okay, where? Let me see if I'm missing something. Let me go find it, bro. Let me go find what official press conference is. I mean, you talking about today, tomorrow, what, bro? Help me out. Somebody got me. You know, we having a press conference. He just came in. It wasn't time for a press conference today. God damn. Oh my God, bro. Listen, Dead Game. Let me tell you from somebody who's been there, done that. All right. Let me help you out. If a fighter is coming to an organization such as this, an organization that's not established on the highest level, like we see with PBC, Showtime, Golden Boy, you know what I'm saying, Matchroom and all that. You want to exploit as much time that you can in moments like this. If Adrien Broner is the first fighter that we're actually seeing sign for that fight card, December 10th, guess what? We want to ask him the questions to send the YouTube community and the Facebook community and the boxing community in general a buzz. We want that shit a buzz. We want it buzzing so much, people saying, oh shit, did you hear what Adrien Broner said? It gives us enough content for the entire week and leading into next week. But just to come up here and talk and leave, man, we the consumers, bro. Holler at us, AB. Just talk to us, bro. Represent BLK, man, and whoever that was gonna get the interview. So who was Dr. Dre in this situation? Because he made all that shit go at Death Row. Bro, I don't know, man. I know Snoop Dogg. See, now I'm up here talking about something that's not even boxing related. I know Snoop Dogg, who has his hand in boxing a little bit. I don't know if he's one of the sponsorships of AB or whatever. All right? But I know he purchased Death Row. I don't know what that has to do with boxing. Hip-hop is, look, hip-hop is attached with boxing. Indeed. No ways around it. But in this situation right now, I'm curious to know who's handling the PR. Who's the PR for these press conferences? Because this is the first press conference, supposedly, since the news broke of the fighter that we was expecting somebody else, but we got AB. A lot comes with AB. A lot comes with that. What I mean by a lot comes with it, AB pulled out of his last fight, citing personal reasons. He's not ready. He had the situation where he blew up on Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? He had that situation where he blew up on Al Heyman. He came back and apologized. He had the Zoom call. And then after all that, he pulled out of the fight. Now, I'm not sitting here trying to pull the scab off wounds that's still fresh. But still, if you're going to present Adrien Broner for BLK Prime, all I'm saying, make that shit blow up into a motherfucking diamond. Say, okay, AB, it's good to have you on deck. Who talked to him? After you get off whatever you got to get off, is Blue Blood Sports able to interview for a good 10 minutes? Do you have 10 minutes? That's it. He's a 4-weight champion. He's been around the game. Do you have 10 minutes? Cool. You got 10 minutes. That's it. Boom. Blue got to go out there and fire off. He got to empty the clip. He got to go out there and get this information. It's his channel. He's the one that has Adrien Broner in front of his lens. He got to make the most of it. Fighters see someone new entering the boxing game, and they're coming out for checks. Simple shit. What I want to see is the same energy. I want to see the same energy. Adrien Broner signing with BLK Prime. I want to see the same energy. He don't have a fight coming up, so it's going to be difficult for them to keep the same energy. Are y'all going to complain about him signing with BLK that's not established, and he was over there at PBC? Are y'all going to be mad at Adrien for getting a check? No, you're not. You're not. Don't pretend you are. I like to see everyone prosper and feed their family. Absolutely. Not one time my reactions and my words have been to reiterate what Mar Charlo said. Not one single time. Not one single time. My contentiousness in reaction to that is when people ego get ahead of them and they think you nobody. When they disrespect the people that you respect and they say they ain't nobody when they really out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. People can't come over here and say, oh, it's hate, it's hate. It's not hate. Man, I don't think about this dude when I'm in the evening or when I get off this shit. I'm not thinking about anything. But if you have an ego and you think everybody else is subordinate, well, I'm not the one that's going to stand in line and let you believe that I'm that subordinate. If you sloppy, I'm gonna say you sloppy. What you do? If you saying you the best out here, prove it. Prove it. He said BLK Prime aftermath. See how people just making a joke out of this? I can't even be mad at Max for what he's saying. He ain't trolling. It's just you're talking about Death Row. You're talking about Suge Knight. He didn't even drop his slogan at the end. Hey, I would have made the most out of this shit. Listen to Reggie. Reggie say Adrien Broner is added value to no company. Is wasabi. Wasabi. That's wasabi, boy. That's wasabi. That shit stings. Anybody has some wasabi? Ugh. Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, a.k.a. Showtime Shaw, said, what the fuck is going on? Shaking my head. AB BLK Prime commentator. I doubt that. I doubt that. Blunt say, our Blue got shit popping, or is the media face marketing agent for Blue? Then all I got to say is don't fuck up. Be accountable, be 100, and don't let your ego get in trouble. See, that's all I got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it, the Blunts, I don't have an ego. I don't have an ego. Grown ass men need to understand that I don't have to sit up here and accept disrespect. If me and you doing the same thing and you feel like I got the baker's dozen and you feel like the limitation is something you want to criticize, then expect me to return. Expect me to return that same criticism. Expect me to keep on sending that same fire. Expect it. You say I'm sensitive about my man, and you know you want to come on here and say my people lying. I got the baker's dozen. I'm in the rafters taking pictures, disrespecting somebody who I know that's in the game deep. Come on, bro. Teach on deck. Salute WCS. It was a good signing. Teach believes it's a good signing. I'm not going to go against what you're saying. The only thing I wanted to know there, Teach, this is all I want to know, like everybody else. I wanted to know a little bit about Adrien Broner. I wanted to know a little bit more about what's been going on with him, man. That's me and everybody else that's tuned in. They want to know what's been going on with him. You don't have to ask him point blank what's been going on. You can do it in a manner that relates to boxing. So how's everything going? Who are you training with right now? We've seen the pictures, but it'd be better to hear from you, AB. Who are you training with right now? Okay, how's that working out for you? So, being that you pulled out the last fight, what was the primary issues that led up to you pulling out the last minute? Was it the fact that, you know, it was difficult for you to make 140? Or it was just, you know, situations that you had going on in your life? That's it, man. Okay, boom, you hit that wicket. So since that's passed and you got December 10th, are you feeling better about dropping weight this time around heading into the December 10th? Are you feeling better? Do you think you'll be able to balance the scales this time? All right, that's all. Questions like that, man. Just give us a little bit, bro. We got nothing today. We got nothing. We got nothing. Reggie Owens came in here with a stick of dynamite already lit. Pow! Hazmat, firefighter. Yeah. First responders, please, come on. You got to come, man. These fight fans are spoiled. They want to see something that, like you saying you at the top level, it's certain things we want to see at the top level, bro. We want to see what's fascinating. You got to keep these minds fed, or else they're going to leave, bro. I hope they do good and go far in the sport of boxing, especially if they are about the fighters and the real boxing fans. They got a long ways to go, Tony. And shout out to Tony Boswell on deck, man. They got a long ways to go, bro. This is not the first time that you had organizations trying to breach or trying to get in. Man, this look, what they're trying to do is tough. This is the motherfucking Serengeti, bro. You just can't walk in here because you got some deep pockets It's people that has pockets and people that's attached to them that has pockets and the people that's attached to them that have pockets. And they struggling. You can come on here and say, well, if Triller can do it, we can do it. Well, guess what? Triller came hard for a little bit. Triller gave us a Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson fight. Triller gave us a Jake Paul, Nate Robinson. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at? For real, do you see what I'm getting at though? Triller gave us Jake Paul, Ben Askren. And what did Jake Paul do? Triller has money. The owner is a billionaire. So what they did, what Jake Paul did, he signed with Showtime. Little flex, salute to you. Bud on that was good. If Booth signed, he'll be. If Booth signed, he'll be packed. I don't know what that means. Explain what you mean, big dog. Jordan on deck was good. Okay, Jordan say PR is probably blue blood. Okay, if he's PR, man. He said he was a talent agent. The talent agent isn't PR. Once again, a silent partner. He said he was a silent partner. A silent partner does not participate in daily operations. Is he a silent partner or is he a talent agent? Because a talent agent has the potential to participate in daily operations. A silent partner, per the criteria that I looked up on Google, they don't suppose to, they're not participating in daily operations. They're definitely not going to be a PR if you're a silent partner. So that's questions that you have to ask. He said, I'm going to kick my seat back and relax. Yeah, that's all we can do, man. I mean, it's October 25th. You know what I'm saying? It's October 25th, bro. Judah, what's good? We're really talking about Adrien Broner. Are you serious? Adrien Broner was the guy on the box who came in, 4-weight champion. I got to respect him being a 4-weight champion. That's fact. That's fact because everything else has been going on with him. You know, with Santiago fight, taking some time off, and then trying to come back against Omar Figueroa at 140. You know, having a bad presser, and then pulling out because of the weight. I'm curious to know what's next, bro. We all want to know. Show me where they at, bro. Show me where they at. That's all. Just show me where they at. Big Blunts, I hope all the black men eat. But if you lying or you ain't got no integrity or morals, I don't give a fuck about you. Most of us are raising black men and women, so be good representation of us. Man, what he just said, true words. True words. And see, you can't really look, the YTC has been bad about this shit. They don't care if it's black men or not. They care about groups. If they cared about black men, these black fighters will get a lot more respect. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be that the only time you feel it's cool to respect a black fighter is when he's fighting a European fighter or a Mexican fighter. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of black boxing fans, if it's a black fighter, a Mexican fighter, most of the time they'll go over to the Mexican fighter just because, oh man, I just feel they got a chance. When you put two black fighters together, it always got to be a wedge in between and they got to make it a war. They got to turn it into a motherfucking war. Oh, let me find all the dirt, the talk why so-and-so shouldn't be in this fight, how they not going to win, who has he fought, who hasn't he fought. All this shit, bro. Nobody's mad. WCS isn't mad. I'm definitely not mad. I'm definitely not mad. You just need to tune into the channel just a little bit more. Go back there and hit some of the replays. All I'm doing is questioning the process outside of this press conference. I have every right to do that. Y'all need to go back to the who started this. You need to go back to who continued to keep it up and denounce my channel like it had no value. They refused to look at the catalog, so they wanted to talk shit about me. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to devalue my channel for the views and all this other shit. Instead of listen to the person that's talking, the host. That's all I'm saying. Don't call it hate. Hate requires a lot more energy than what I'm giving. I'm just providing criticism. Whether you consider it to be constructive or not is not hate. And don't expect me to listen to another man devalue what I work for, a brand that I built, right? A person that has his own website that I run on my own, Facebook page, IG, YouTube channel. All this shit I run on my own. And my shit is trademarked. So you can talk what you want, as long as you don't use my shit. There's no hate here, bro. I got mad respect for anybody who understands it's mutual. If they don't want to give mutual respect and they want to come over here and disrespect your channel because they think they've been on YouTube, then they deserve what they get. Respect people. Damn Mad Dog in here barking, goddammit. Mike Biggs, you say you sub. why you just now subbing, dog? You been over here before? I ain't have enough people in the chat. Why you just now subbing? I ain't have enough people in the chat. Real talk, man. Come on, bro. Come on. I appreciate you, though. Shout out to Mike Biggs Boxing, man. I appreciate you. I seen you in other chats there, Mike. I seen you in other chats before. I seen you over here before. WCS say you're what is called a real journalist. All I'm trying to do is use my voice for the better good when it comes to this boxing, MMA, combat sports. Those who respect it, cool. I appreciate you. Those who out here hating and want to join the narrative, I can never join a group. I can never join a group of people who think alike, act alike. And then when they get behind the mic, right, they want to say the same thing every night. They just want to continue to bash one fighter. Bud Crawford is on their tongue every day, all day long. And they be trying to come at me. They want me to respond to all of them. That's not what I do. I got my own opinion, bro. But appreciate the compliment. Man, shout out to Captain Chaos, that wild dog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Captain Chaos, man. Blue is a wannabe rapper and 100% clown. People have their opinion. I'm not gonna sit up here and feel some type of way about what Captain Chaos said. He has his reason for what he's saying. Because I look at it like this. When I see other people in these people's chat and they be talking shit, I be waiting for them to come over here to my chat and see how fake they want to be. Blunt say, listen, they saying Fox is leaving boxing. Showtime is going through trouble. This BLK Prime shit might just swoop in and do something crazy for boxing. Blunts, I'm gonna have to disagree, big dog. I've been looking at boxing too long. Now, once again, I'm not privy to how deep their financiers are. You know what I'm saying? Their sponsors. I don't know how deep these people are investing in BLK Prime. They might be able to do something. Just because Fox is going away doesn't mean these wolves that's been roaming this area for quite some time is not going to still have the same landscape to forage. They still going to eat. They still going to motherfucking eat. It don't make a difference. You can come in And you think, oh man, let me scoop up some of these freaking leftovers. Bro, it takes more than that to survive in this game. Look at how PBC is. Look at how TGB and PBC is struggling. Look at how, during the pandemic, all these promotions were struggling. Look at Golden Boy. Golden Boy has the backing of a fighter who's a Hall of Famer. Like, look at everything he was able to do in the sport of boxing. And people don't even know, like, when Golden Boy's putting on a promotional fight, solo dolo. He got to be linked up with Matchroom or something like that. And then you look at what Eddie Hearns is doing. Eddie Hearns is over there with a liquid money, never stops flowing. Now that he's over there doing that, can any other promotion do it? They decided not to. Eddie Hearns is going where the money's at. Now, if you want to talk about somebody that might start to bleed over heavy into the U.S. footprint, that's Eddie Hearns. Believe that. That's Eddie Hearns, man. I'm telling you, take it for what it's worth. Boxing is interesting as fuck. Hey, I look at it like this. It's the hocus pocus of combat sports. I don't get this same vibe when I'm tuned in to mixed martial arts. It just seems like they make the best fights. The shit is going to be announced. Boom, they have a press conference. You hear from the fighters now. You hear from the fighters. The only fighter that used to be to do something like Adrien Broner just did, somewhat somehow, is freaking Nate Diaz, naked Nate Diaz. They didn't like talking to the media and shit like that. That has since changed. But it's been so long since they've been in between fights. It's not that people don't respect that they can fight. It's just the promotion wasn't trying to deal with them like that. You don't want to promote yourself. Well, what you want us to do? The same criticism they had for Crawford. But I also say this, on the boxing side of the house, it just seems like you have boxers like Canelo, Lomachenko that don't say much, but people waiting for them to have their next fight. And then you have Errol Spence. For some reason, he's popular in Texas. You know what I'm saying? He could connect with the hip-hop culture from what the media we've been seeing coming out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go into detail about Rainwater, Mo 3, and all that shit. It is what it is. I don't get into that hip-hop shit. But see, you got Terence Crawford that knows people, too. He even took a picture with Jay-Z. Terence Crawford knows people, too. I would never recommend to a brother, a black fighter, to say, okay, you got to go out here and tap dance just to make a little bit more money. Never. I never do that. Never. For what? I'm not going to tell him to go out here and tap dance and jump outside character just to get paid a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So your own people can ridicule you. Big Lunch from Box Salute fan, almost done pouring. Okay. Just Boxing. Yeah, tell them people to stop the hate. Yeah. Tell them to stop the hate. Because I don't hate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all people that's coming over here saying stop the hate. Yeah, tell them people to stop the hate. Because I like direction. Okay, Just Boxing? If you're going to put WCS in there, you know what I'm saying? Just don't speak. I'm going to think you're speaking to somebody else. I don't know if you're telling stop the hate for Adrien Broner or stop the hate for somebody. I don't know who you're talking about. Put WCS in there or something. Let me know. Santiago beat AB. Damn. He said, AB, let your hands go. He said, can we be honest in saying that Adrien Broner is a has-been in the boxing? I would say that his performances, like, I would say this, Reggie Owens, right? I would say Adrian's only 31, 32. Now, has-been, to somebody's eyes, will say, well, they're too old, okay? They're over the hill. That's not the case with Adrien Broner. Or has been, and he's not as popular as he used to be. He's not really producing in boxing anymore. We expect him to step up and have bigger names in the ring. He don't want to do it. He never let his hands go. So I can look at it as him being a has-been as far as where he used to be when he was stepping into the ring and people seeing him perform. But when you ask the people, they always mention 135 pounds. You know what I'm saying? They always mention, oh man, he was a killer at 130. 135. He was rocking the house at 135. And then he moved up to 47, skipped 40, moved up to 47, got with Paulie Malignaggi and said he took his girl and all that. Okay, it was fun for entertainment. And then when he dropped back down to 140, guess what? Nobody really know who Khabib was. No one really know who Khabib was. Like, to this day, no one knows. But he's a four-weight champion, man. 130, 35, 47, 40. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day, whether y'all like it or not. But as far as being a top performer, being a fighter that we want to come to the ring and see, entertainment value, you know, showing out. Hey, I love watching how he continued to fight in the Marcus Maidana fight. I loved it, bro. Man, that's one I love watching that fight, because the whole deal with me, if you're able to fight through adversity like AB did, and he wasn't training 100%, and he fought through adversity, and Marcus Maidana was laying into him, and he was still trying to box his way out of it and fight and still challenge and contend, hey, it was a lesson taught. But a lot of people say that he ain't been the same since. I get it. I get it, bro. Real talk, I get it. AB versus Figueroa was going to be interesting. Figueroa throws punches and bunches, and AB don't. Look, Mad Dog, one thing I can say, you can say that AB doesn't throw a lot of punches, but guess what Sean Porter did? Threw a lot of punches. Guess what Sean Porter ranks vice Omar Figueroa? Come on now. Two-time world champion at 47. Sean Porter's a much tougher opposition, and Adrien Broner still dropped him late in the fight. He still dropped him. He wasn't letting his hands go. He still dropped him. That is the hidden jewels that he has. But if nobody can see the diamond when it starts to shine, then guess what? We need to see that motherfucker early in the fight. We need to be over there ringside with shades on and say, God damn, he got that ring on fire right now, man. Look at that diamond. That diamond is just reflecting off the lights. This the AB we want to see. I'm just saying, man, this is the AB we want to see, bro. What's going on, Outlaw? How you feeling? Salute WCS and salute to the chat. Salute to you, brother. Showtime say, I got to rewatch the introduction again, and they say how many fights he was signing for, or did he? I did not see that. I did not see it. I did not hear an interview, a thorough interview. You know what I'm saying? That's the details that we the consumers need to know. If you're gonna make it grand, make it grandiose, man. Take that shit over the top. AB, can I get 10 minutes? Boom, rapid fire, hit him. Let's go. I mean, all we heard is Death Row, Suge Knight, Tupac, Dre. It wasn't professional, man. I'm just gonna say it. It wasn't professional, bro. That's all. It wasn't professional. Boxing conversation, I can agree with your comment. AB has put himself out of the sport of boxing by his actions in the ring. He isn't half the fighter he used to be. All bark, no bite. Hey, people coming with the raw. They coming with goddamn Ginsu knives. 84 in the chat, smash the like button and show support. Appreciate you, Tony. If it's 84 in the chat, man, look, I haven't even went over to YouTube to see how many likes. But get the likes up. If it's not, hit the like button. Appreciate everyone that's in the building. This is the Baker's Dozen. World Combat. This is the Baker's Dozen. Right, Showtime? You know what I'm saying? You know, getting it out the mud is different. Mike Biggs Boxer, salute to you. My bad, King. Thought I was, bro, but I'm here, fam. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Real talk. Oh, shit. Should I mention her name? 'Cause I have seen something. Sheena, you know very well what I'm about to say. Did you get permission to be over here? Look, when these females are over here from different channels, it's one or two things. If they coming from a channel that absolutely is putting out rhetoric about WCS and hate, just like Blue did and all these other people, they want to send the females over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna treat Sheena. It's no knock on you. I just don't want you to get blackballed. They be screenshotting and you come over here. They say, oh, goddamn it, Sheena. Sheena, who told you to go over there? You can't do that unless it's beef. It's ongoing beef. You gotta wait till it's a back and forth verbal sparring match between us. You can't go over there. You can't go over there and say salute to your WCS. Shout out to Sheena in the building, man. Now, you let Monica know. I seen what she did. I had to shake my head. I say, damn. And tell Cassandra I say what's up. The few women that frequent the YouTube streets in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. And big shout out to Mike Biggs Boxing for the $10 super chat, brother. Much appreciated. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. DJ7 in the building. Man, y'all make sure y'all sub to the channel, hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all sub to my guy Showtime Shaw News. You know, make sure y'all check out Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens. The Outlaw. Smash the like button. Appreciate y'all. KP from KC5. The recession will affect a ton of young guys that are ready and on the come up. I don't think we fully recovered. Well, I don't want to put myself into it. I say boxing in general. I don't think it fully recovered from the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? I don't think boxing is fully recovered, bro. Boxing damn near went to the damn cemetery. It was fighters out there struggling, man. They was trying to wait the restaurants closed down to jump in the dumpster, man. Boxing shouldn't be that way. I mean, boxing should have a backup plan to a backup plan. I always ask people this, right? I say, why don't boxing have these boxing headquarters, these training facilities like the UFC? Why are boxers training in the UFC gyms? Boxing has been along way before. I mean, boxing has been around long before the UFC started to build and them breaking ground on their first UFC training center. So why are boxers not putting their money together to build some of these boxing training headquarters where it has all the damn equipment that you need, the living quarters, a couple of nutritions on deck, you know what I'm saying? And you're not there raping the fighters monetarily, you know what I'm saying, since they're training in your gym. You know, find a way to make it work out. But why is mixed martial arts that a lot of boxing fans refuse to watch? Why are they training in UFC training facilities? I could tell you one of the reasons. Planning. Growth. You know what I'm saying? The pandemic, global economic has impacted boxing, but the big companies will be fine if these damn fighters will fight. They have to fight each other, but, you know, when they sign to a promotion, you know what I'm saying? And the promotion decide not to give us the fights we want, just like I was talking about earlier with Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. Why shouldn't we get that fight? It's a clear path to one from A to B and B to A. Tyson is the WBC and Usyk has the rest of the titles. Why is Tyson Fury fighting Derek Chisora again for the third time? Who fucking knows, bro? But then you look at Oleksandr Usyk. He said, well, I keep my word and fight Deontay Wilder after Andy Ruiz. So he's not planning on fighting to damn, what, the mid part of 23, the end of 23? Because if Deontay Wilder fights Andy Ruiz, he have to go back in the training camp and then fight Ruiz, and then get out, recover, and fight Alexander Usyk near the end of the year. So we don't know what's going to transition. If Deontay Wilder beats Alexander Usyk, he becomes a unified heavyweight champion. If not, then Alexander Usyk won't be fighting Tyson Fury if he still has his belt until 2024. That's too long for undisputed. And then no telling what's going to be, at the welterweight. We already see this shit playing out. We already see this playing out. Reggie Owens, they got to make the fights. So are the sanctioning bodies a problem? Boxing in general is a problem. The sanctioning bodies has no freaking, how you put it? The sanctioning body isn't attached to the damn promotional companies. You know what I'm saying? They don't run anything. The promotional companies, they run what they run as far as the fighters. But the sanctioning bodies, they're not falling under the guidelines of promotional companies to do this, that, and the other. People always say, well, the WBO is what belt? You know what I'm saying? They can sit up there and say what the belts, who the belts are attached to, this, that, and the other. But let's be honest with ourselves. Do Mauricio Suleiman do what the fuck he want to do? Yes, he does. He does what the hell he wants to do. If Mauricio wants to include the franchise belt, he can do it. If he chooses to try to redirect one of his coveted WBC titles and rename it the Pride belt, he can attempt to do that. If he want to designate Canelo Alvarez as the first franchise and say you had to petition for the belt, even though for Canelo is nobody to petition, he can do it. He can do it. If he wanted to elevate Lomachenko to make the Teofimo Lopez fight for the lightweight undisputed, he can do it. If he want to come out here and say, well, the WBC franchise is non-transferable, the champion cannot lose the belt. That was in protection of Lomachenko. That soon changed because people start to ask questions. People start to ask questions. How in the hell can a champion not lose the belt? How is it non-transferable? So Mauricio Suleiman had to go in there and make his own revisions. And then they allowed the challenger to petition for the belt. And if they win, they get the belt. Boom, Teofimo Lopez. He became the third franchise champion. The shit keep going on and on. I'm just curious to when he's going to produce another franchise belt in every other division. And when is the other collective sanctioning bodies such as the WBA, IBF, and the WBO, are they ever going to be on board with the franchise? So we can treat it as a legitimate belt. Yes, at KBKC. Dana White has been waiting to step into boxing. Dana White is smart, man. They thought about stepping in with Zuffa Boxing, but they're taking their time. Dana White understands what it is. Dana White knows a lot about what boxing is. I'm going to tell you what's going to always keep it savvy, what's going to keep it safe for Dana White, Bellator, and everyone else that want to get into boxing is that their belt system, their entire structure, having a president, all that in their promotion, they have a single belt system, is always going to keep them growing. You know why? Because they're going to continue to recycle their fighters into championship positions. That's why you continue to see these names that lose a title back in position to earn a title. Earn a title, get a chance to defend the title. They defend the title, lose the title, they fight some contenders that doesn't take them 2 or 3 years, and they're right back in the picture to compete for the title. That's the best fighting the best. You might see some names, right, that you've seen before, and you might have seen this name lose. Perfect example, Jessica Andrade. She went in there and defeated Thug Rose Namajunas. Dumped her in the head, right? And then she went into the fight with Wally Zhang. She lost first round with Wally Zhang trying to fight Wally Zhang's fight. So what they do? They bring back Thug Rose and let her fight Jessica Andrade. Boom. Thug Rose beat her. She gets another fight with Wally Zhang. She's already been champion before. The first time Thug Rose was champion, she defeated Joanna Jędrzejczyk. But they gave her the opportunity to go back in there and fight Jessica Andrade, the one who took her title. She defeated Jessica Andrade and went in there and stopped Wally Zhang with a head kick and regained the title. The first female fighter to regain the title in the women's division. You see that shit in boxing? You think you're going to see that steady rotation in boxing? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yes, the sanction bodies are a problem, but they're not a big of a problem as the fighters, some promoters. I agree, it's definitely according to who you signed to. We're seeing that play out right now. We're seeing that play out right now. The zone can step more into the U.S. market. I agree. Look, I used to be a harsh critic of Eddie Hearns, but Eddie Hearns is one of the best in the game. I like how he sits between the fighters and mediate the dialogue. That's very, very important if you're up here doing the interviews, man, in front of the general public who support and purchase and who are consumers of boxing. He does an outstanding job, man. He does, and now people have been playing his song, Ain't No Sunshine When Tank is Gone. When Tank is gone. Ain't no sunshine. That shit is hilarious. Oh my God, that's hilarious, dog. That is hilarious, man. Thurman been on the shelf, sign him too. Well, Thurman is still signed, from my understanding. All right. And look, to be honest with you, if Thurman is going to return to the ring, he needs to return to the ring with somebody of importance. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he came off that win over Mario Barrios, so give it up for Thurman. I mean, we got to put some respect on Thurman's name because he was a former unified welterweight world champion. The way he went out, he was out of the sport. That shit happens in boxing. I can't sit up here and put all that damn culpability on Keith Thurman and then turn around and don't criticize Yoda Murata. He was elevated to the WBA middleweight champion. He was elevated up to that motherfucker. He was out there sitting goddamn in the Bahamas drinking Kahlúas and shit. Hey, Yoda, how you doing? Murata? You ready to fight? It's been damn near 2 years, buddy. You okay? How's life been treating you? I see you out here getting some sun. Yeah, it's time for you to fight Gennady Golovkin. You ready? Oh, shit, man. Yeah, I guess. When is the fight date? Okay. God damn it. Oh, man, I was enjoying this time off. It was almost like I was retired. You feel me? Man, we got to stop that. We can't be mad at Keith Thurman. He defeated Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? I think U.S. boxing will always struggle because USA is always about the sport superstar of the brand teams and NBA, NFL, baseball, WWE, college sports will always be before boxing in America. When you're talking about those collective sports, they're set up differently. Okay? Look at what you mentioned. NBA, NFL, baseball, WWE, and college sports. Eliminate World Wrestling Entertainment, and you have a team sport. You have a team sport, right? An annual. We're talking about you get to see this all the time, most of it. Even in the summer league, you get to see them compete and all this other shit. But the money that they put into these team sports is unfucking believable. It's unbelievable. Why do individual sports? Because we can't even say WWE is an individual sport. Like you have teams, you have tag teams, and then you have individual wrestlers that compete. As in boxing, they're actually competing for championships. They're competing for rankings. The whole entire structure, bro, is just everywhere. Like who's controlling what? Top Rank don't control boxing. PBC don't control boxing. Golden Boy, Matchroom, they don't control boxing. Man Down Promotions don't control boxing. Boxing is not even a single entity. No one can say boxing is a single entity. If boxing was considered a single entity with a governing body and a president and somebody who can make decisions and trying to clean this shit up, then the organizational process, boxing will grow extensively. Like boxing would change and transform a lot better than what we used to. Right now, it's no control, man. It's the Serengeti. People do what the hell they want to do. Every commission across the board isn't alike. Some boxers can be 55, 60 years old and get approved for a license. I seen it with my eyes. Well, I say late 50s. I seen it with my own eyes. I seen it. I seen a guy that was that age in his 50s, late 50s, step in there and compete against a young guy, and he couldn't make it out the second round. I got mad respect for the brother, first of all. I got mad respect, though. But he got in there. But I don't know if his heart was about to pop out his chest, but he couldn't make it out the second round. But they approved him to fight at his age. And he looked in good shape. He looked the part. Just like Sugar Ray did when he came back. But shit, that cardio, man. That motherfucking heart rate came up. Hell no. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Eventually people will get it. Support you. I appreciate it. Willie Cole in the building. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Expect more from Jake Paul. Listen, okay, it's been a while since people mentioned Jake Paul. Okay? Because I started off calling them the Goof Paul brothers. But I got to retract that. I got to redirect that. Them Paul brothers are doing shit that boxers who have been in the game the right way, from amateurs to professionals, they're not even doing it. Like him and Anderson Silva just set the boxing record for ticket sales over there where they're about to fight. You got Anderson Silva, who is a motherfucking mixed martial arts legend, bro, from Brazil. And then you have Jake Paul, who's a freaking former Vine creator, who when he initially came on the scene with Eddie Hearn's fight card, he fought another YouTube creator named Gibb. Nobody wasn't looking for Jake Paul. They was looking for his brother Logan. Logan went in there and fought KSI and lost. And lost. As we speak, Logan has no wins on his record. Now you're going to turn around and say, you know what? See, WCS, you ain't talking facts, man. He doesn't have a win on this motherfucking record. He is a professional boxer who just stepped in there with TBE. There was no winner because it was an exhibition bout. This dude's supposed to be 0-2. Seriously. But what I can say about Logan Paul and Jake Paul is that the same guy who he stepped in the ring with, KSI, they have a water brand together. They're making money. They've teamed up together, man. Don't believe the hype. They've teamed up together. Jake Paul is about to go in here and fight an MMA legend who Jake Paul doesn't even scratch the surface to be in the ring with this guy. Look, you're supposed to look at this shit like, hold on for a second. I'm gonna get my shit right. If, you know, I got pretty decent recall memory, but I don't have, that shit ain't 100%. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to Miranda Atkins. Let's go back to Miranda Atkins. This, look, with the experience, Anderson Silva, Jake Paul, it's supposed to be just like the Miranda Atkins fight when Cincinnati Estrada fought. Estrada is 22-0, 9 knockouts. All right. She is the WBA world minimum champion. She stepped in there with Miranda Atkins, who was 5-0 and shut her lights out, stiff, cold, unconscious, coma in the first round. She never should have been in there. This fight with Jake Paul and Anderson Silva is supposed to be this type of fight. But Jake Paul has been fighting old, antiquated mixed martial arts fighters, and that's what we, got the entertainment, the exhibition. The so-called Anderson Silva had 2 professional fights already in boxing, and so people are saying, okay, he's legitimate, a combat sports specialist. He's a boxer. He's a mixed martial artist, so he can go in there and fight Jake Paul. Now, we just seen him knock out Tito Ortiz, but goddamn it, please don't go in there and get knocked out by Jake Paul. Please. Please. But what if Bud made a fight this big happen without having a promoter, since he's a man with no land? Wouldn't that make other boxers get the idea to abandon their promoters? Well, we can always go back to boxers, and good question, Blunts. We can always go back to boxers, right? Like a Roy Jones. Even Roy Jones had those speed bumps, because with boxing, everybody's trying to make money off of you. It's not like a fighter can't go out here without a promoter. But if you're going to try to source a fighter who has championships or whatever, and you're trying to do business with the promoter, they make it difficult for you. The money that you're supposed to make without having a promoter, you coming in here independent, they try to suck that little money out of you too. That's exactly what happened in this fight with Crawford and Spence. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. That's exactly what happened with this fight. He's coming in there with no promoter, right? And shout out to Blunts, right? I got the video that you sent. Shout out to Blunts, right? Bob Arum say the reason why he had a difficult time was because Crawford went in there with no promoter. And then he kind of put 50-50 blame on Crawford and Al Haymon. But he did make it a point that Crawford didn't have a promoter. So it would be difficult for him to negotiate that fight. You know what I'm saying? And he also mentioned you go in there without the middleman. So listen, why can't a fighter go over there without a promoter if they have all the credentials, if they have the status, the elite status, right? They're a world champion. They have Wall Street in this negotiation to fight the guy that they're trying to fight in your promotion. Why can't they do it by themselves and a manager and an attorney? Why is it so fucking difficult, bro? It don't make any sense to nobody. But if you was to pay attention to the YouTube community, a lot of what they do with the finger pointing is just extreme bias, man. They're not really true hardcore boxing fans. They'll sit up here and be able to carry on an argument. They'll carry on an argument, but we're talking about why can't a boxer negotiate a fight with attorneys and a manager? Why is that impossible? Why do the fighter with the promoter try to suck the motherfucking money out of them just because they're coming over there independently? AB wanted to live a rapper lifestyle. I can agree with that. HBO, you never know. ESPN can step up their cards. From what I'm hearing, HBO is lurking. I'm hearing rumor mill is lurking, but I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that. But listen up. You heard Adrien Broner on his Zoom call said he wanted to be the face of HBO. So since we seen him sign with BLK Prime, HBO is out the question. I don't know. I don't have enough solid, information to speak on when HBO is returning, but it'll be good. They come and go, man. I remember HBO was thriving. They had signed Floyd Mayweather. Goddamn it, Floyd Mayweather said, I'm not renewing my contract. I'm going to Showtime. And goddamn, HBO ended up shutting down shop. You know what I'm saying? I miss the George Foreman, Roy Jones Jr. on that. Man, I miss those guys commentating. Jim Lampley. Oh, God, Gennady Golovkin. He flicked his shoulders. And you didn't see the punch coming, but they hit him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, he be acting like Gennady Golovkin. He didn't even throw a punch. But Jim Lamptey be talking about him like he Willie Pep. He won the round without throwing a punch. Everyone say it with, and AB is a has-been. He's giving us great memories. Reggie's on his head. Normally when a network or promotion company introduces a fighter, they're going to be working with, they say, we have signed such and such to a multi-fight deal or a one-fight deal. But hey, what do I know? So to caveat what Sean News is saying, right? And you should understand, right, that this is a person who's attached to a fighter that's a rising star in the game. You hear me talk about him because I pretty much was able to walk those trenches with him when his fight Tucker wasn't even professional yet. So if you hear the man talk about the inside game of the way the business is supposed to work, I seen him and his team work. I seen it. So pretty much he's been in the meetings. He's the one that facilitated the link up with Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to show the video, but I didn't want to put the video with Jay Prince brand on this BLK Prime live. I didn't want to do it. But for him to facilitate a fighter that wasn't even signed, he goes down to Jay Prince gym in Texas. He pretty much works out for Jay Prince. Jay Prince liked him, and he sparred some of everybody down there, and he signs him, and the rest is history when he entered the ropes with LeBron James jersey on. LeBron James of the game. Now the fight is 9-0. A rising star in the game, bro. I say that's being an intricate role player on a team, real life, bro. When ESPN is on, they know who the media marketing agent is, bro. That's all I'm saying. You can't say I'm clout chasing because I knew the man before he even was rocking and rolling like that. When he was getting his shit together and building. That's all I'm saying, bro. Congrats to Shaw News and his team, man. I think AB always need that Madonna get back. Because if he would have beaten Maidana in a rematch, his career could have had a turnaround. See, you talking some good shit, Mad Dog. Mad Dog talking some good shit, bro. What if we would have seen the rematch? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Imagine he would have got that get back and won. It don't matter if it was via knockout or decision. If he would have went back and beat Chino, we'll be having a whole different conversation. They'd be like, yeah, Adrien Broner took his first loss against Maidana, but guess what? He came back and beat him in the rematch. You know what I'm saying? He beat him in the rematch. Just like Lennox Lewis. Hasim Rockman knocked his ass out, but he demanded immediate rematch. And what happened? What happened? This shit, Hasim Rockman had to go back to the square. Oh, shit, he want a rematch? Do he remember? Lennox say, no, son, you ain't getting off that easy. I'm coming back to get my straps. Let's see how Keith Thurman reacts, along with Mayweather, Gervonta Davis, and Errol Spence. That would tell us where this stuff is going. So, if you expecting other fighters to speak on a BLK Prime signing, and if you heard what Showtime said, this is what we didn't hear. We didn't hear what they mentioned, sign such to a multi-fight deal or a one-fight deal. But what do I know? Where and how many fights, man? This is coming off like the projects, man. How many fights? Real talk. Just look, we got intelligent people. I'm telling you, man, the Baker's dozen got some intelligent people. They ask the questions, man. How many fights has AB signed for? Is it one or is it two? Other fighters are not going to speak on a fighter they don't have no business. Like, why is Keith Thurman going to speak on AB signing with BLK? Like, what connection do he have? How does it benefit him in his career? It don't. What is Errol Spence going to say? Well, Adrien Broner, He went over there. He might have something to say. He might say, okay, congrats, or okay, we see you. We'll see you down the road, whatever. Gervonta Davis. Well, from what I hear, he's not going to have anything negative to say because he's in his transition. You know what I'm saying? AB just transitioned to BLK. And we know that Gervonta is, you know, in transient. Who is Gervonta's going to sign with? I thought he had signed strictly with Showtime. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, listen, he was supposed to come down here in the ATL, right? He's supposed to come down here in the ATL. That fight is off because he got a court case for 2 days. He got to go to court for that hit and run, right? So now he's supposed to fight in January. I was all happy about Tank coming down here to the A because he's been down here twice already. You know what I'm saying? Yukis Gamboa, Mario Barrios. Now him and Ryan Garcia might fight. They might be fighting in January in Las Vegas. God damn it. Oh my God, man. We was looking forward to the damn Tank to coming back to the A, bro. I go to most boxing channels. WCS, too bad. I'm my own woman, WCS. It's all love. I appreciate you, Sheena. Real talk, I appreciate you. I don't know you from anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You on some genuine, you know, company, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I say nothing different than that. I just know when all that stuff was going down, I was like, why are these women being told to come over here in the chat and be disingenuous? Somebody tell me why Kwee, who I don't even know, gonna come on here and tell me my channel is ghetto. Who are you working for? Just because you connected to certain individuals and I'm not pushing the same narrative? Why would you come over here for the first time and that's how you want to represent yourself? That's not ladylike. That's not ladylike. I don't even know you. If you're with people or you connected with people that don't like me, keep it over there. Y'all talk to each other. Y'all talk to each other. But you over here talking to another man in a chat and talking about shit is ghetto that you don't even support, that's puzzling to me. Hey, let's listen to Abu Jambalaya. Unbelievable Bud the Duck. I hope everyone involved in this soon to be flap, that they all get what they deserve, especially that blue. Unbelievable Bud the Duck. I hope everyone involved in this soon to be flop, that they will all get they deserve, especially that blue. Listen, not one time have you heard me wish failure upon him. I never have. I'm just talking my shit because he's disrespectful. Period. But when it comes to wishing something flops just because a certain individual is a part of it, if the individual is basically performing under his means, but yet he's trying to portray this on YouTube that he's far in advance, it's people like myself and other people on here that's gonna critique what he's talking about because he say he does no wrong. He don't care if he's wrong. Okay, so my position, the way I look at it is, shine as bright as you possibly can, but always know there's expectations to you to go out here and levitate towards the coming YouTube channels. You got to go out here and be professional. You got to go out here and care about what people say. You got to go out here and be more professional and be clean about it. Clean is an example of the step and repeat. You got to take the wrinkles out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't be up there, whoever put that shit up there, you can't be up there with wrinkles all in there and you saying you about to sign a superstar. See, some people was disappointed. I know you work for the brand. Okay, if you work for the brand, you supposed to big them up. You supposed to big them up. I get it. But at least get a blow dryer and dryer and know what you're dealing with. Because most of the promotions have a step and repeat. If you keep it folded for too long, it has wrinkles. And you got to take those wrinkles out with some type of heat. That's all I'm saying. But appreciate you, Sheena, for pulling up to the WCS Boulevard. You're welcome. You are always welcome. Will the UFC blueprint work for boxing, though? Boxing is a worldwide sport. Mad Dog, MMA is a worldwide sport. MMA is global. They're fighting in Abu Dhabi. They're fighting all over. MMA is a worldwide global sport, man. We're not saying boxing is competing with the UFC. Boxing is competing with mixed martial arts. UFC is a promotion. Boxing is a promotion. Boxing is a sport. You have to get yourself on board with understanding the context, bro. Real talk. It's no boxing and the UFC. There's more than one mixed martial arts organization out here. You have PFL, you have Eagle FC, you know what I'm saying? You have freaking Bellator, UFC. You have plenty of promotional organizations that's out here that's competing. It's just with these mixed martial arts, they have a single belt system, and you get to see a lot of fighters in divisions continue to work their way up for championship status, compete for a chip, earn a chip, defend the chip, lose the chip, contend for a chip, win the chip. You know what I'm saying? You get to see the most elite fighters continue to fight one another. Boxing, no. If you go over there as a champion and you get knocked out in the first round, whatever promotion you on that you signed to, they're not going to give you the opportunity to return like a Lennox Lewis. They're not going to do it, man. It don't happen all the time. It doesn't happen all the time, bro. Like, just think about the trilogies. Just think about the rematches. You have to have that shit in writing. Deontay Wilder was able to step back in the ring with Tyson Fury because it was in the contract. If that shit wasn't in the contract, but yet he's trying to make a fight, it'll be difficult. It has to be in the contract. Contracts are important. So that's why I say that to say this. It's damn good that Crawford didn't sign for a multi-fight deal at PBC, and it's supposed to be in shambles. I don't know. Allegedly, that's what I heard. But why would he sign for a multi-fight deal knowing that certain things are leaking out? Why would he sign for a rematch with Errol Spence when Errol Spence is talking about moving up? It's hard for him to compete at 147. Come on, bro. The UFC model works better than the current boxing model. No ducking in the UFC. No, it's no ducking, bro. No matchmakers don't play that ducking shit. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. You do see cancellations, okay, in mixed martial arts. You see cancellations. One of the most cancellations of a matchup is Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson. I think they have had a total of like 5 to 6 cancellations. The shit just never happened. And when Tony Ferguson was almost there to fight for Khabib's title, he had to fight Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje tore his ass. Oh my God. His boxing skills was on a whole nother level. Lit his ass up and stopped him. Justin Gaethje went in there and Khabib stopped him in the second round. Hey, he got the shot though. Boxing needs to get rid of all them belts. Hey, just ask Floyd. When Floyd's supposed to be on Gervonta Davis freaking fight week, he took the moment to talk about how saturated the sport of boxing was. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta's over there like, huh? Man, this is my fight week. What do you want? See boxing, they need to get rid of all these fucking belts. It got too many fucking belts in boxing. I'm serious, man. Boxing got too many damn belts, dog. Shout out to Trick Noty in the building, dog. I definitely like when there's a good fight in the UFC or courtesy Dana White say, run it back. Boxing just says, run away from it. It does, man. I always encourage people, like, listen, expand your horizon when it comes to combat entertainment. Don't just say you're a boxing fan. If you look at a sport long enough, you'll start to gain favor. You'll start to pick up some fighters that you like in a certain division, and then you'll rock with it. Don't just think, oh my God, man, boxing sucks. Boxing don't give us what we want. Oh, this fighter ain't fighting that fighter, this, that, and the other. Okay. If you feel some type of way about it, all you have to do is slowly but surely start to watch mixed martial arts. It's a system that you have to pay attention to learn what is going on. But cognizantly, we understand what a kick look like. We understand what a punch look like. What may get confusing if they go to the ground and you have a match that's a lot more technical to look at and see what's going on the ground. But if you get the term, okay, you start to look, you say, okay, that's wrestling. That's BJJ. You start to, you know what I'm saying, trying to get it down what you're looking at. But most of it is kicking, punching, spinning techniques. You know what I'm saying? Using every limb of your body. You know what I'm saying? Foot, knees, elbows, hands. You know what I'm saying? The 8 limbs of combat. For that to happen, only one promotion and one network needs to have the fighters. Check this out, Mad Dog. Could you imagine, based off what you said, what would it take to have one promotion when none of these sanctioning bodies or none of these promotions are linked up together? You know what I'm saying? The only thing they would tell you, if the sanctioning bodies the sanctioning bodies needs to recognize a belt in order for it to be considered across the board, you know what I'm saying, as a legitimate title. But that doesn't mean they have to. When you hear the franchise belt, you don't hear about the WBA and all the way to the WBO. They have agreed upon it. You don't hear that shit at all. And then the promotional companies. Can you imagine what it would take? Like, we don't have a president. So how is someone going to buy out these promotions and they're going to say my promotion is worth $4 billion? Let's say Top Rank. My promotion is worth $4 billion. That's not including the contracts that I have with these fighters. That's going to cost you more. Who is going to be able to have the money to close down these promotions that certain individuals are making revenue off of? They're in charge. They're the promoters. They're making residual incomes off their promotion. Who's going to have enough money to buy these promotion companies out and shut them down? You're talking about one promotion, possibly one belt system. Who's going to do it? If the sport is not regulated, who are you going to call to put the hammer down to make all this shit come to fruition, to clean it up, organize it, and provide a different type of structure? How's that shit going to happen? Oh my God, dog. That's tough, man. That shit's tough as hell, bro. Off topic. What are your thoughts on the fights this Saturday? Good with Cepeda versus Jojo Diaz. I really like that fight. I mean, I like Jojo Diaz as a fighter in general. You know what I'm saying? Even when he fought Gary Russell Jr., I like Jojo Diaz. You know, the way his eye looked, him and Anthony Durrell eye damn near look alike. You know, like even Tyson Fury eye when he fought Otto Wallin. Like, this dude kept fighting. His damn left eye was hanging down. Jojo is tough, man. I like him. It's gonna be a good fight between him and Cepeda. Real talk. I'm looking forward to really the fight between Regis Prograis and Jose Cepeda. The other Cepeda. I'm really looking forward to that, to be honest with you. When they start, fighting up there at 140. I'm really interested in Teofimo's next fight. Cooking with Sir Scene. What's good with it? Salute at WCS and everyone in the chat. Salute to you, brother. You know what I wonder? What Spence fans are going to say now that PBC fighter signed to BLK, where Bud is. You know, I didn't hear Adrien Broner mention You know, he said buddy. I didn't hear him mention his promotional fighters this time. Like, I know he don't know Brian Norman like that, but he know Bud Crawford. I don't know him and Bud get along like that. I don't know, bro. But it would have been good for him to say it's good to be on deck with my, with my promotional constituent, another professional fighter, Terence Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they're holding that to next year. I mean, next month. I just wonder when the Terence Crawford presser is going to be. It may be Zoom. You know what I'm saying? It may be Zoom. It may be via Zoom, dog. I'm telling Terence, from what I understand, they up in camp right now in Colorado Springs, man. I'm curious to know when he's going to have his first presser. I thought if it was indeed Terence Crawford today, then I'm like, okay, cool. Let's get some questions. Adrien Broner comes in here, no questions, no nothing. We don't know how many fights he signed up for. We don't know how he felt from the last, fight he pulled out of. It was so many questions left unanswered, bro. Jesus. Stay on live for an hour. It's just so many questions unanswered, bro. Shout out to SON on deck. Hunter on deck. Salute WCS new subscribers. Salute to you, Carl. Appreciate you, bro. Y'all make sure y'all sub, man. I'm always trying to build my subs up. The organic way. Big Bun says, shout out to Shaw News and Jahad Tucker team. Yes, no doubt, man. Shout out to Team Tucker. Follow that man on IG who is Jahad Tucker. Michael Benson reporting it's 12-month, a 3-fight deal, upwards of $10 million for AB. Hey, appreciate that. I'm gonna take your word on what you're saying. Thanks for dropping that info, because I haven't really been searching since I'm on here, right? But he's saying that Michael Benson reporting it's a 12-month, a 3-fight deal. So whichever expires first. So you plan on fighting 3 times in a year? That's tough. What weight? I'm curious to know what weight. Have you heard that information, Juice? What weight will he be fighting at? So we talking about a 12-month, 3-fight deal, upwards of 8 figures. Salute to him. Goddamn BLK coming out the pocket, bro. All I'm saying, I'm giving y'all fair warning. All I want to know is the process. Don't sit up here and take credit for shit you don't have credit of doing. If we're not getting an interview, then how are we to validate the process? How did AB, which haven't been the topic of the conversation, who brought him to BLK Prime? Who? Because if you're the talent agent, you ain't mentioned anything about no AB. All your shit has been with freaking Brian Norman and Terence Crawford. Where did AB come in? It's a secret. It's another motherfucking secret. Oh, man, I wasn't going to tell nobody. I just kept it a secret. Listen, if that's the route you're going to take, I don't want to hear it. Because boxing always want to come up here. Oh, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. Oh, it's a secret. I can't tell you. Oh, we got to wait. Big news, big news, big news coming. Boxing is the only combat sport. Big news coming, big news. When can we? I don't know. We gotta wait. Can't mention it. Gotta wait. Who brought Adrien Broner to BLK Prime? If you know in the chat, let me know. Tank did just that. That pick with AB the other day at the gym too. All right, for sure. 3-fight deal. If it's 3 months, I'm wondering if whatever comes first. No shade, but that introduction was ghetto. It was, man. Okay. Dead game say AB signed 3-fight. All right. So that was short, not lived, just show. Pop, it doesn't matter. There's levels to doing these. Hopefully you caught that sauce. But hey, what do I know? I know. I know. Yeah, I seen G5 over there talking shit about me. It's okay though. Okay, it's okay, but don't send your bitch over here to my boulevard, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. If you in this YouTube game on this social media, don't send your bitch on the walk over here. I was nice. I just blocked her. I didn't even respond because I know she's linked up with G5. I just blocked her ass because she don't know no better. That's real talk. That's real talk. I was a gentleman. Jim Lanthony was the Triple G nut hugger. Even when Gennady shakes hands before the ref sends both fighters back to their corner, Jim Lanthony's like, whoa, even Triple G has KO power in his handshake. You ain't never fucking lied, dog. You ain't never lied, man. Jim Lanthony was the Triple G freaking mouthpiece of the century, dog. I'm just reading through some of these comments. If John Davison said that he was a former boxer, Wilder's a boxer, I disagree with him, of course. To call somebody dog shit when they have 42 knockouts and 43 victories, that's just bias, man. You know what I'm saying? He has the way to feel what he feel. But you have to understand, just like I was talking about Coach L, right? Coach L was giving us a whole breakdown of why he, don't like what Crawford's doing. He should be stripped of the rankings. He should be moved off the pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? It's not good, this, that, and the other. And then he says, I never liked Crawford. Bro, so all your credibility just evaporated right there. Like, goddamn. And then he talk about, well, when he fought Sean Porter, it wasn't even a real fight. Yes, it was. You just said that because Sean Porter defeated what? Your boy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. That shit was hilarious, man. He defeated a fighter in your stable. Like, come on, man. I'm serious. Just get the wrinkles out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a formal. This is supposed to be formal. This is supposed to be something big. Real talk, Blue. This is supposed to be something big. I'm trying to make this shit as big as possible so my level of naysayers on YouTube is reduced. And people start coming at you like, oh, man, okay. All right, I see where you at with it. All right, you're part of BLK. This. Tell it the way it is. Don't exaggerate shit. Just tell the way it is. I'm curious to know how Adrien Broner was lined up for BLK because that was just like silent. No one knew anything. Why? We know who Adrien Broner is. Why? If he's going to come over here and give us this type of energy, then it defeats the purpose of keeping it a secret. I can see if he came in there, said what he said, and said, okay, boom, you can ask some questions and interview. The only way you're going to change level, I'm talking about socially and economically on YTC, you have to show the people a different level of professionalism. You have to step your game up when it comes to dealing with a brand who you're trying to say, okay, they're a new dog in the fight. You got a new dog in the fight that's going to be signing these fighters. You have to step your game up and say, okay, I have to act more professional. Every move I make, I have to be professional about it. We can't just go through the regular scheduled program on YouTube like I do. I go live every now and then, shut it down, go live. No, you have to raise your game up. You have to, it has to change levels, bro. So it might be somebody up there to say, you know what, I want to invest in getting you an office space so we can get you a assistant, and we can start kind of, putting on boxing talk like TBV. Real talk. Or you might just want to stay at the house, bro. That's all. No, definitely. I don't look at Deontay Wilder as being. I mean, when you compare somebody to dog shit, man, that's a harsh, derogatory term. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog shit for real. How, man? The man just came back to boxing. He landed one shot. What criticism can you put into that one rounder? It wasn't even a full 3 minutes, bro. What are we doing? Man, Wilder just get the most hate, man. I swear to God, it's from his own people too. From his own people, dog. Just like Crawford. Look, one thing I know about my people, they're not there to help you build this shit, but they're damn sure try to help you tear that motherfucker all the way down. Reggie Owens, Reggie, you went to Usher concert, bro? Oh, Toby from the UK. Shout out to the UK, man. I ain't know you was from the UK, Toby. I may need to come over there and start a family, dog. I got to go over there and find me a nice woman with no children and start a family up again. About 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? Get about 5 to 9. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm good. I'm done with the kids, dog. Man, y'all funny, dog. Y'all funny. I'll put your comment up there if it's not trolling. That's funny. They say, what is BLK Prime? Hey, for what it seemed like, out of respect, I'm going to let these cats stay black on. I'm not going to continue to dump on them. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't dumping on them anyway. But we need to understand that this can't be like the Source Awards. Real talk, man. I know what y'all going to say, man. God damn it. WCS, why you had to go there? I'm just trying to say, don't make this shit like the Source Awards, dog. Where it's promo that comes out and that shit is, the post is twitching a little bit and people tuned in and it goes for several months and then that shit just fizzled. Bam. Gone. You know what I'm saying? We already had the Source Awards, bro. It's hard to build a company in this sport, especially in our people. So it's productive to support anyone of us that's looking to control our own talent in the sport, no matter who it is, if it helps us. Control our own talent? I think it's a lot of us that's trying to control the talent. You know what I'm saying? It's all about making the talent grow, assisting the talent to grow. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who control situations, but man, we need for it to be structured to a point where you allow the fighters to grow. What we have going on with the PBC situation, we used to listen to all these fighters say thanks. But now all of a sudden, it just seems like every fight has to be pay-per-view, even though it's not pay-per-view worthy. Nobody's talking about that when it comes to Bud Crawford's criticism. Nobody's talking about all the rumors that's out there. You know what I'm saying? So if the rumors are indeed true, then why aren't people looking at it like, damn, Bud made a very, very conscious decision not to sign a multi-fight deal because he may not get paid what he wants to get paid. You know what I'm saying? If it's close to the brink of crumbling, shouldn't we praise him for not signing a multi-fight deal, standing up and going in the direction, checking in with BLK Prime and freaking fighting on December for a check? Now, of course, the money got to go. We got to make sure the money get there from BLK now. I'm hearing Adrien Broner might be 8 figures now. Come on now. Now we at 28 million. Come on, bro. Come on. That's what we doing. So Terence Crawford supposed to get 8 figures. We just round that shit up, basic math, right? And then Adrien Broner 10 million. And then Avanesian supposed to get 8 million, right? That's 28 million, bro. And we don't even know what the other fighters are getting that's on the undercard. We don't know what the whole undercard consists of. Who is Adrien Broner fighting? Who else is on the card? You know what I'm saying? Like Triller. When Triller put out the fight card, they put out the fight card, dog. That's all I'm saying, people. We need information. So if y'all go over there in blue, you know, we need more information, dog. We didn't get the interview to see how many fights he signed. How did he even get there? How did he even get there, bro? Undisputed talk. It'd be crazy they make Broner versus Crawford to make their money back. That's not going to happen. At least not now, because they already put it out that David Avanesian is going to be the next opponent. You know what I'm saying? David is the guy. David is the guy. And look, I can't go against it. It would be crazy. But to be honest, you know how critical these people are right now of what Crawford's doing? If Crawford was to fight AB, they'll give him more criticism than they would him fighting David Avanesian. They'll sit up there and say, oh, man, look at him. He's picking AB. AB ain't doing shit. He ain't let his hands go. He ain't this. He ain't that. He pulled out the fight at 140. What's this? What's that? Look the way he looked. I mean, god damn. He said he was going to fight Omar Figueroa. He didn't fight Omar Figueroa. We don't want to see. It'll be bad, dog. It'll be bad. I wonder what the word would be like then. Seriously. I don't know, Trick. I don't know, man. How is that reaching? They can name what they want. Sure, true enough. True enough. I never said it was reaching. I never said it was reaching. Did you hear me say it was reaching? I say they already have David Avanesian signed. I read what you put. I didn't say it was reaching. Did I? Did I say it was reaching? I don't know. Did I? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I said reaching or not. But I'm saying in general, why would they bring David Avanesian and then all of a sudden Terence Crawford is fighting Adrien Broner, which pulled out of a fight? We want to make sure the fight's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to link up with Bud Crawford, we want to make sure the fight is happening. Al, what's good? Cripple fan base. Who? Dude, come on, bro. That don't slit nothing about a title name as long as they don't be like for black with blacks. They cool. Oh my God. Come on, Undisputed. You might be driving. Look, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You driving, dog. And it'd be nice they signed some Mexican and white fighters, but I think they just about business. Not everyone race baiters, but we would see along as they don't be like PBC and more like. So David Avanesian is what again? He's a Brit, right? David Avanesian is a Brit, right? That's not good enough. Crawford, they didn't say Crawford was coming in here fighting Adrien Broner, okay? Just for an example. So for Crawford, he's fighting David Avanesian, which would be a UK British fighter who was set to face John Miguez November. They changed that. He's fighting Terence Crawford. So we gonna bring race into this shit too? And what does race got to do with it? Hey, BLK Prime, we should be able to name something with a B in it, a L in it, and a K in it. They took out the motherfucking A. They took out the C, goddammit. They took out 2 motherfucking vowels. It ain't enough, see? That's exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. They took out the A and the C, 2 vowels, and left syllables in there. And somebody up here, oh, I hope they don't sign just black fighters now. Who told y'all to name that shit BLK? That stands for black. You're racist. Man, get out of here, man. Avanesian is British. He's a British. Come on, man. God damn. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Appreciate that, Blunts. Adrien Broner has said his deal with BLK Prime is a 12-month, 3-fight deal worth a guaranteed 8 figures, upwards of $10 million. So pretty much. So let me screenshot this just for educational purposes. You feel me? Just for educational purposes. Because I want to put this up for the listeners that's in the building. I need for y'all to do me a favor and hit the like button, man, and sub to the channel. Okay, all right? Let me bring this up right quick. And once again, shout out to Big Bunch of Boxing for dropping that screenshot to me, doing the live. Appreciate you. Let me see. What? Hold on for a second. Okay. So y'all can see it for yourselves. Those of you that is not close to a computer. This is the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? This is the screenshot, rather. Leave that up there for y'all. They know who signed, but who care about BLK Prime? At least we get to see these guys fight and not just sitting. They're going to lose a lot of money, but that's the issue. It's said they're going to lose, you know, if they break even or lose some money, they have to go into this knowing they're going to lose some money. You know what I'm saying? They're going to lose some money on these, for real. But I want to know if Adrien Broner's what his deal is actually worth for 3 fights. Like, at least Michael Benson put $10 million. All right. With Terence Crawford, we don't know if his deal is $10 million. You know what I'm saying? Mike Coppinger came out with 8 figures. But with Michael Benson, he came out with Adrien Broner with $10 million. You know what I'm saying? He designated the 10. He underlined the 10. You know what I'm saying? He assigned that. That wasn't assigned with Crawford. Crawford was just 8 figures. So I'm curious to know what Crawford's getting. At the end of the day, I don't need to know. I'm just saying they're coming up with a lot of money for these fighters. I just hope they get paid. I hope everybody's made, you know, hold, paid, all that. So it don't turn into a big controversy. I want the success, you know, my people, man. Yes, the PBC are the worst I ever seen for that carry on. I'm just disappointed with the name. I would be embarrassed to tell anyone I watched the Black Prime boxing fight. Well, they're an app. They're an app. BLK Prime. When you hear BLK Prime, you got to look at it like people say BLK Prime. They don't say Black Prime. They just say BLK. I think it was a genius move on their part to remove the vowels and keep the syllables. And people are going to say BLK Prime. If you don't really emphasize black, who's going to say black? Who really knows who the owners are? If they just damn doing the app and watching shows, they don't know what the fuck is going on. At WCS, I missed watching you on the other two panels I met you on. Well, unfortunately, due to the debate convention that went on and me giving my take on it, I had to part ways. I had to resign. You know what I'm saying? I had to resign. You know what I'm saying? It got to a point where I wanted to call some people out and it just didn't go the way it's supposed to. So I had to put in my resignation papers and move forward. Blue is well known for lynching money from the fans, what pay bills. Well, I put it this way. I don't care about his money. Seriously. The only thing I care about, don't duck me, is when this dude tried to say his wife made more than me. When he tried to act like we was going to separate ourselves as far as respect when it comes to social status, when it comes to monetary annual income. That to me, it ain't gonna ride, bro. It ain't gonna ride. Fuck that. That's what I'm talking about. When people start trying to separate their level of respect for you, and when they include money, that's when I got an issue with it. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that. Because listen, we're all in the same boat. If we was stupid rich, we wouldn't be having conversations on YouTube every day. We up here living a whole different lifestyle, bro. Whole different lifestyle. I wouldn't be on YouTube every day because I have other shit going on if I'm extremely wealthy. But when I see the middle class, I would say middle class, up here verbal jousting about income and money and social status and the Joneses and all that, it's disinteresting to me. But if it's somebody else is trying to blatantly say that you're on a lower social status because I believe I make more money than you, and then my wife makes more money than you and all this other shit, I'm gonna come for your motherfucking head. That's all. I'm gonna come from your head. Because it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. I never brought money into this shit. I always tell people I don't give a fuck about people's money. But he brought his wife into it. He brought the money into it. He wanted to separate himself and say, I'm going to go to the bank and withdraw this. Get your mans and y'all put PPV in the house and all this other shit. I'm living off a military pension and all this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. I got you. Facts, we finally get our own network and motherfuckers crying, hating, and not supporting because Crawford leading the way and they're aerosexuals. True words, bro. Why are we going to complain about BLK Prime and black ownership? I bet y'all the same people's out here. Oh, Black Wall Street got burned down. Oh, well, what do you expect naming it Black Wall Street? You know what I'm saying? It's the entire purpose of them saying Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? And the amount of businesses that was flourishing and what we had to deal with coming up. Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. You can't get mad because somebody named. Why do black people always have to have an option? Be careful what you're doing. If it's anything dealing with color, African, black, be careful. Done dot on deck. What's good? Bud versus Spence might end up Black Prime will all crown like hoes. I doubt it. You might have something. That's the first time I heard somebody say that, but I doubt it. You know why I doubt it? Because I believe he's locked in with PBC. Like, who knows how many fights is Errol Spence locked in with PBC? Can somebody educate me? How many fights did he has locked in with PBC? How many years? I mean, tell me. Because in order for him to go over to BLK, they're going to have to pay for that shit. We ain't talking about no 28 million either. They're going to have to pay for that shit. Didn't hear anything about weights for AB yet. True words. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot that we missing. Okay, it's cool to tell people surprise, 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 and the shit say dun, 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 dun. We wanted to get some information, bro. We wanted some intel, man. That's how we communicate. We wanted some intel about it. How many fights? What's the weight he's gonna be contending at? 147, 140? What? If it's 147, I mean, cool. At least we know he can possibly make the weight. Get that money, bud. Shout out to Rockstar Dollar on deck. What's good? Mr. Mackey. Blue definitely. See, I'll read some of these comments. It don't matter if you mention other channels because I've been mentioning shit. He said Blue definitely making moves, and the haters say he a sellout. That's what every crab say when you don't allow them to pull you back in the bucket. Okay, check this out, Mr. Mackey. I don't know what bucket you're referring to, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna put me as an example. If I critique somebody, I would suggest that person go all the way back to the inception on how it all started, right? And when you go back there, you're not going to find out that I was in a bucket. All right? I'm not in the bucket, so I can eliminate myself from being in the bucket. I'm not in the bucket. I'm not saying he's in the bucket. All right? I can't put him in the bucket. But you got to understand, everybody that has criticism, where it becomes destructive or constructive, you can't say they're craps in a bucket. You can't say they're craps in the bucket because they don't agree what he said. He can't come in here and say, I made a mistake, so what? No, you got to take ownership and apologize, goddammit. Apologize if you're going to represent a brand for Brian Norman not stepping in the ring in September. Apologize for something. Let your fans know you got a motherfucking heart. That's all I'm saying. But this bucket shit, nah, bro. I ain't put myself in no motherfucking bucket, dog. I know the shit sounds good, but I don't try to say shit that's stereotypical and it don't relate to everybody. The consensus doesn't say we all crabs in a bucket just because we're criticizing somebody. That's not the case. That's not the case at all, bro. We can't sit up here and basically collectively put everybody in a bucket just because they had some to say that's not in agreement to the supporters. It's criticism. That's it. It's opinionated criticism, bro. Blue got the bread. That's why Bud checked in with him. I don't know what bread mean. Like, once again, y'all talking about the cat's money. I'm not talking about his money. Y'all are. Don't run back over there and say I was talking about the money. If you're going to screen record me, don't screen record me responding to your comment. But once again, I don't care how much money he got either way. I don't care. And I don't think people are mad if he got paid to do something. Because if he covers the sport of boxing and the Muhammad Ali Act says, well, a boxer can't box for free, so why should we go out here and perform duties and labor for free? It don't make any sense. Like, again, I say the shit sounds good, right? It sounds good. It sounds good, but check this out. How you gonna say Bud checked in with him? Have you seen somebody have individual apologize? Like, this is not the first time Bud done rolled up on somebody. You remember Timothy Bradley said some shit too, right? And Timothy Bradley ended up apologizing too, right? I mean, Bud is that type of dude, man. Like, real talk. I'm not speaking for him, but he's the type of dude that somehow, some way, he's gonna meet you somewhere, dog. He's gonna be in the proximity, bro. Real talk. I don't care about the money, any of that he make. Kudos. Make as much money as you possibly can. Hey, if it's anything crazy coming down the pipeline, I've been following this sport long enough, and I've seen salesmen in my life. All right, I don't need to be sold a future Ferris wheel. No, just tell me when the Ferris wheel is here so I can jump on it and see what it's about. That's it. I don't need to hear about, hey, big things popping. Big things popping. Just wait till it come down the pipe. Of course it's big things coming. You know why? Because we got a fight coming up in December. You know why? Because this is a big deal, being that Bud pulled out. He was forced to pull out because the fight and the fight date absolved for November, and they pushed that shit to 2023. So kudos and congratulations to Bud Crawford for handling his business the right way. You know what I'm saying? A man with motherfucking land is able to walk. Consider then say that man didn't have no land. Yeah, they do have backing. They do have backing. That goes without saying. They have backing. No doubt about it. Like, this is not anything to BLK Prime or anything. They have backing for sure. They have financial connoisseurs. You know, they have sponsors. They have it. You have to understand, these people have been on the app for quite some time. They're not just coming on the scene today. You know what I'm saying? They're not just coming on the scene. They may have come joining boxing and trying to come on here and get some of this money, like a lot of people try to do. Like I said before, we seen Triller do it. Triller had to change levels. They lost all that money with Teofimo and George Kambosos' delay. Man, they had to lose millions in that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they defaulted on the purse bid. You know what I'm saying? After winning the purse bid for like 6.1 million. And they had to have that shit done by this date. They couldn't get it done. So who picked it up? Matchroom? I'm just being facetious, brother. I can't be facetious. I can't crack a joke. Hang around me long enough. Hang around me long enough. Some of the shit I say is to catch, for people to catch, not me. You know what I'm saying? For you, look, Warriors. Okay, look. I was light on the smoke the other day, right? And I listened to Mr. Paz. That's why I brought you back on. But he said bring you back on to talk about your fighters. You're actually trying to explain to me that C is not a vowel. That means to tell me I'm doing something right, because you really didn't get the dry humor in what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta have the humor, bro. Sometimes I laugh behind that shit, and sometimes I won't, bro. But you actually putting the vowels to somebody who got a college degree, dog. You can't play around in this motherfucker, dog. He actually trying to explain to me what the vowels are, dog. Because I say, hey, they took out 2 vowels and left 3 syllables. Bro, look, I'm not gonna tell you when I'm joking around and shit all the time. You just have to, call it for what it is. But if it's something simple as vowels and syllables, I'm just joking. Lord have mercy, bro. You wasted, see, you typing that in there, you just wasted some time in your life that you can't get back, dog. Hey, they removed the A and the C. They took out the 2 vowels. No shit, dog. They ain't motherfucking all vowels, man. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. You can't joke with people. Hey, I was still wondering, what your fighters was about, because Paz told me that you have fighters in your stable, but you never told me anything about it, bro. Oh my God. Damn. But hey, this is another thing I want to mention too, right? The Rolly Romero situation, I heard he might be fighting Isaac Cruz. They want that fight. What y'all think about that fight? Isaac Cruz against Rolando Romero. I know a lot of people don't like Rolando Romero, Rolly, because he said he was going to freaking put your house on it, that he was going to knock Gervonta out in the first round. And he came nowhere close to have a sense of urgency. But from what I understand, his team is trying to make the fight with Isaac Cruz. That's interesting. That's interesting. A lot of people are going to sit up here and say, well, you saw what he did to Gamboa. I'm telling you, Rolly has more punching power than Isaac Cruz. But Isaac Cruz's gas tank is just crazy. It's an interesting fight. I hope they make it happen, man. Cause Rolly Romero is a big lightweight, dog. I look, and to this day, I don't know how he's freaking making 135. It's incredible, bro. It's incredible, bro. It's incredible. But just a disclaimer, if I say some simple shit and there's a discrepancy, right? I'm only making light of shit. I don't laugh at everything that I put out there. Just like when I put the 65-35 out there. I didn't put it out there specifically and say this is what's in, this is what's going on. This is what it's going to be. No, I just told a story about Terence Crawford, 65% out the ring, but it's 35% inside the ring is what's going to really matter. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's going to take for him to get in the ring and all this other shit. Come on, man. I know C is not a vowel, big dog. You shouldn't have bid on that shit. Real, you shouldn't have never did that, brother. You trying to be petty with the wrong one. Like, come on, man. I can't have no fun and not laugh at my own shit. That's why, that's why you should hang out at the channel just a little bit more, brother. You know what I'm saying? Just hang out at the channel. But what I want to say, man, appreciate to everyone for pulling up. Appreciate everyone for pulling up, man. The Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius pay-per-view numbers, they're saying that was around 75 now. So I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to believe. Real talk. I don't know who to believe. 75 million. It's past. We just want to look forward to his next fight. He went in there and put that dynamite on him, and that's all we know. I'm just going through some recent stories. Boxing News is talking about Adrien Broner 3-fight guaranteed deal for 12 months. What's troubling about the deal is Broner hasn't fought 3 times since 2015. Broner hasn't fought 3 times. Let me see what they're saying. Something I don't know. He's 33 now. Okay. He's 33. So 33-year-old Broner, 34-4 and 1 draw, 24 knockouts, must feel like he hit the jackpot with the deal, as his career has gone dramatically downhill since. That's what Reggie was saying. He's only fought 3 times in the last 5 years since 2017. So, BLK Prime is making their rounds, but they got a long ways to go, man. I wish them nothing but success, man. Levitate, levitate, levitate. It's going to be tough in this boxing game, man. You can come out the gate and dump all this money in the fighters just to get exposure, but the consistency, oh my God. Being consistent with having fighters that may be interested in coming over. They're going to hear the news about these numbers that y'all putting out there, and they're going to say, hey, this is what I want to get paid. How close can we get? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that's what it's going to be. The women's boxer carried the sport in 2022. Okay, and this is what I'm going to end with, right? For what I'm hearing, Katie Taylor, she's going to have one more opponent. Katie Taylor fight at 135, right? So if she fight at 135, she said she would like to step in the ring with Chris Cyborg. If y'all remember, Chris Cyborg was the women's featherweight world champion. At the time, they was trying to build up a rivalry between her and Ronda Rousey. Why it didn't work, Ronda Rousey was contending at 135 as the champion. She wanted Chris Cyborg to go all the way down to 135, and it just wasn't going to happen. Too much muscle mass to lose and all that. So they documented her weight loss, and she got as close as to 140 as she possibly could. She ended up competing for the championship at 145. So the reason why I say that is, if they're going to fight, it's definitely not going to be for a 135-pound title. It's no fucking way. Chris Cyborg is not going to make 135. So Katie Taylor may have to have an exhibition or a catch weight with Chris Cyborg. It's difficult to say she's going to have a catch weight above. Let me see. The catch weight will have to be above 140. You know what I'm saying? She's a lightweight champion, 135. She's going to have to go somewhat upper in the range of 146. Something like that, 145, 146. I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. And this is for boxing, y'all. This is not for mixed martial arts. She just came in there for her first boxing match and went the distance, Chris Cyborg. So it's been talks that Katie Taylor is looking to entertain a future fight with Chris Cyborg. But Chris Cyborg in mixed martial arts, her weight class was 145. You know, just like I try to tell people about Carissa Shields contending in mixed martial arts. The UFC, they don't have a women's lightweight division, but the PFL does. So that's why she's competing at 155 division in PFL. You feel me? Conflict said, I have a deal with BLK Prime too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna start saying, hey, I got a deal with them too. They gonna pay me $2.5 million, man. You know, just to stand ringside and goddamn hold the banner up. What's going on, Dion? How you feeling, bro? Shout out to my guy Dion, watching in the building, man. Hey, but man, y'all hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everyone pulling up as always. You know, hit the bell icon for the notifications. Continue to support the channel, man, and tune in. And like I said before, you know, just hang around the channel, get used to the rhythm and flow and what I'm talking about. You know, I don't sit up here and let everybody know when I'm trying to be funny. Real talk. But seriousness, with this BLK Prime, just be patient. I'm pretty sure Team Crawford is going to show up sooner or later. They have to do the promo with Bud Crawford and David Avanesian. We already seen Adrien Broner. So now we know that Adrien Broner came in here with no questions asked. We got no answers. We got absolutely zero. So I'm hoping and praying, you know what I'm saying, that next time that we have someone to ask the questions. Someone that's willing to ask the questions so we can get some answers to some things. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like, real talk, we know how the undercard goes. But we don't know if Adrien Broner is going to be the co-main or what. But it would have been good to get some questions asked. Especially if when Crawford and David have their presser. We'd definitely like to, you know, talk about some, you know, how this all process went down to clear up some shit. That's all. Shit. Open it to the public, goddammit. Hey, please do a press tour. You know, Zoom is the cost-effective way to do a press tour. If they have a physical press tour, oh my God, dog, let's have a press tour so we can ask some questions to the champ. We want to ask some questions, bro. We want to ask some questions to the champ, man. Real talk. We want to ask some questions, man. She didn't say, I was laughing at you going to the UK to find your future wife and have 5 kids. Yeah, man, that's just a dream, for real. That's just a dream. I wanted a lot of kids, but, you know, a brother like me chose to do everything right and only having in the marriage when I should have been out here just going berserk so I can have kids just hit me up. Hey, Dad, what you doing? What you going on? Hold on, I gotta get your brother off the line. Hold up. Hey, I'll hit you back. Your brother on the other line. All right, cool. Hey, hold up. Your sister on the line. I'll hit you back. I'm gonna holler at your sister right quick, see what she got popping. Okay, all right, I'm here. All right. That's what I should have did. That's what I should have did. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But no, that's just a dream. That's just a little light humor. You feel me? It would have been nice back in the day, but right now where I'm at, I'm good. I don't feel like taking kids to school no more. I don't feel like going through the diaper shit no more. Preparing bottles, you know, wiping caca, you know, from the diapers, teaching somebody how to walk, you know what I'm saying, listen to them cry. Every time I turn around, they mouth open for some food. You know what I'm saying? Teenagers, oh, Dad, I need some money. Oh, I'm about to graduate. I need a car. You know what I'm saying? I need for you to take me to sign up for college and just that. Man, come on, man. All passed. You know what I'm saying? I'll pass out, Mark. What's good? What's good, bro? Salute to you. That's where I'm at with it, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, man. Continue to do so. Real talk. We're going to keep our ear to the streets when it comes to this damn BLK. We're going to keep our ear to the streets. Real talk. That's all we're going to do. We're going to keep our ear to the motherfucking streets, man. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. I'm out.